outside, even if they are white people, but they are still foreigners. And I'm not talking about those foreigners who were born here and all that. I'm talking about the foreigners, those who leave their countries to come and start companies and businesses here in South Africa. So now, for Dudula, if you are concentrating on chasing everyone here in South Africa, it's up to you. It's your point of view. But what I see is, if you force these companies to employ South Africans, I don't know what will happen, because it seems like now employers are being forced that, you must force you must employ South Africans. You don't have to employ foreigners. So, and these employers, they have been working well with these foreigners. They have been working well. The reason with South Africans, even if you people deny, South Africans, most of the time, we are choosy when it comes to jobs. We are choosy. What do I mean by choosy? I mean like South Africans mostly, they don't want those jobs that it lower their standards. They don't want those jobs that it takes down their dignity, their ego. They don't like those kind of jobs. I'm talking about South Africans. So now, the people from outside, when they come here in our country, they don't look into these things of ego, like now they want to work in the office, they want to work clean, they want to wear suits and all that. When they come, they take any job and begin to work. But now, South Africans are choosy. They don't want this type of jobs. I can't work in a storage. I can't work in a dumping site. I can't work in this and this and this and that. So the moment you are choosing people, and then the foreigners, they take over. So that is how it is. So now, of course, the foreigners have left, or they are leaving South Africa. Show me the people, those who are getting employed from day to day. Show me that since the foreigners have left, people have got jobs. Show me those people. I want to see them. I'm not saying that there are no people, because the major thing here in South Africa which we need to solve, I don't think it's an issue of chasing other people. I think what matters most is the issue of making a law that will enforce any employer or any company to employ South African first, and that it can be made as a constitution or in the clause, then it can work very well. Because these things of chasing foreigners, you are even chasing the employers. Many companies, they have closed because the owners of those companies as well are owned by foreign nationals. Let's talk about Vodacom example. Make a research and find out who is the owner of, CEO of Vodacom. So if you want to check very well, you can see that the CEO of Vodacom is not a South African. Check even other major companies in South Africa. The owners of these companies are not South Africans. Very big company. Okay, how many employees are working at Vodacom? How many around South Africa? There are many. There are lots of branches around South Africa for people, those who work in Vodacom. And when it comes to MTN and even other major companies. There are lots and lots of South Africans or people, those who are working there. So, good people, I think what needs to be done in South Africa is to enforce a law and in the constitution that can say South Africans first. Yes, South Africans first. Like this issue of health clinics and hospitals. I'm not against it that, in fact, the foreigners should fill up the hospitals and the clinics. But if it can be regulated in the constitution that South Africans first, that in every queue, when there are South Africans, then they can come in, and then after South Africans have been helped or assisted and all that, then everyone can get assistance. Not like using hateful laws or hateful principles to even say that we are not going to help foreigners and all those kind of things. I don't think it's a good thing, because according to humanity, Ubuntu, we need to live with everyone. You understand? So, yes, I understand that many people are going to insult me, say, hey, we're now hey, we're now what, why are you defending for foreigners? I'm a preacher of the gospel of Jesus Christ. So I cannot allow any human being to be treated unfairly. I've been watching in the news every day. We always see how white people treat black people, more especially police in America, in those overseas. There is still too much racism where police will just come at any time, start to harass you, say, where is your ID? And all of those kind of things. So, if you people, you plant that spirit that anyone, wherever we go around the world, we're supposed to be treated in that way, then it's a pity. It's a pity. I've seen one black guy, his windows of the cars was broken by the police and they punched him in the face. I believe most of you just saw that video recently. So those things are being done by the issue of racism and the incapable type of, in fact, the irrational lack of love and racism from police. Anytime when you are in America, Canada, and other parts of the international world, when you are just walking, they will come police and harass you, all of those kind of things. So is that how are we supposed to live here in the world? More special to us as black people, because when you are black, you are being harassed everywhere. I take these words of Julius Malema when he say black is hated everywhere. I saw that guy, the guy who said I can't breathe, when one of the police put his knee here until his spirit came out. He said I can't breathe until he died. The police, they just found him and then they started choking him, and then without doing anything wrong. Like in overseas, in America and other parts of Asian countries, when you are black, you are already a suspect. When you are black, you are already hated for who you are. When you are black, in fact, you are a number one suspect. police must come and interrogate you, like, yeah, who are you? Give us your ID. And then when you refuse, then they will begin to beat you up, choke you, do a hell lot of things as if you are not a human being. So when I check this issue of a Dudula operation, it's like here in South Africa, these things is not done in white to black. It's done black to black. But in overseas, these things is done in white to blacks. So please, people, let's try up something. Let's try something else. Hating your brother or your sister is unuseful. Hating another person, it's not useful. Unless if people you say, no, let these people get documented, like Julius Malema said, that it's better we make these people to be documented, because since there is no fence here in South Africa, anyone just come in and go, and then if you take them, you put them there outside to their countries, they will come back. They will keep on coming back because there is no fence. No fence. You understand? So that's my point of view for now, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I understand what the Dudula operation is trying to do. Excuse me, but in the long run, it's going to backfire, because even us, when we go to other countries around the world, they will ask us, are you a South African? When you say I'm a South African, then they say, go back. If you are a South African, go back. Because I saw another video, there were Nigerians. They were saying all South Africans must leave Nigeria. You understand where these things is leading us to? Nigerians in another video said anyone who is a South African in Nigeria, you need to leave Nigeria. You need to leave Nigeria as long as you are a South African. So they don't want to know whether you've got a passport or not. So this is, we as a South African and South Africans, we are initiating these things, that even us, when we go into other parts of the world, as long as you say I'm from South Africa, then they will be like, no, since you don't need us in your country, even us, we don't need you here. We don't need you here in our countries. So it's what is the kind of a seed that we're planting here in South Africa. So, and the most problem is that Cyril Ramaphosa is not decisive. The government, there is no clear law and constitution that specifically and clearly point out what should be done about this thing of illegal foreigners and the foreign nationals and so on. I don't hear Ramaphosa family talk, and he needs to family talk about these things. Our parliament, people must stop sleeping in the parliament, because these things is getting out of hand. But you will still see people sleeping in the parliament. Things are out of hand. Corruption are deep into corruption. But people, when they go to parliament, where they were supposed to, raise issues, make laws, plan to eradicate these things, now in parliament, people are sleeping. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Jones. Till we meet again next time. Bye for now.